Welcome to History and Art Secrets for a new journey in search of knowledge. This video story is dedicated to the origins of the Knights Templar and is divided into two parts due to the importance of the topic covered. This is the second episode. The first years of life of the Templar knighthood passed quietly in the commitment to control the Holy Land. The change occurred after the Council of Troyes, in 1129, when the order obtained the approval of the Pope and a monastic rule. Hugues de Paynes and his brothers thus began to travel around Europe to make their mission known and explain the reasons that had led them to wear armor over the habit. With the approval of the Pope, the temple achieved unstoppable success. Those who could join the order, fascinated by the adventure in distant lands in the service of God, those who were prevented offered money, goods or property, which contributed to maintaining this holy army, increasingly powerful and numerous. Among those who embraced the Templar cause are Count Hugh of Champagne, who became a Templar in 1125, and Count Fulk of Anjou, who in 1120 joined the Red Cross Knights before becoming King of Jerusalem. Another important figure was Robert de Sablé, who, before joining the temple in 1191 and becoming the 11th Master of the Temple, was Richard the Lionheart's right-hand man and commander of the English fleet during the Third Crusade. But it was papal intervention that determined the epochal turning point in the history of the order. In 1139 Innocent II issued the bull, Omne Datum Optimum, with which the temple was placed under the dependence of the Holy See, which also protected its assets. It was not subject to the payment of the Saladin tithes, i.e. those for the support of the Holy Land. The spoils conquered in the fight against the Muslims were its property. This first bull was followed in 1144 by the Milites Templi, which gave the possibility of celebrating masses and receiving these and arms, and in 1145 by the Militia Day, which authorized the knights to collect tithes, taxes and burial rites. The order, initially considered a structure external to society, now became a part of it with full rights. The temple thus came into possession of a substantial real estate portfolio and thus began that ever-increasing wealth, which would later be one of the causes of the accusations of greed made against the order at the time of the trials. In short, it became a multinational of the Middle Ages, to the point that even nobles and merchants relied on the Templars for financial needs of all kinds. One of the most frequent operations was the issuance of bearer bonds, already experimented by Italian bankers, but perfected by the Templars, thanks to the widespread presence of settlements in the East and West. In the space of a few decades, the small brotherhood founded by Hugues de Paynes and his friends had become a large international, military and religious organization, directly dependent on the pontiff, influential in the economic and diplomatic fields, whose decisions could change the course of military and political events. This immense power, however, seemed, at least to the simple souls of the people, almost a betrayal of the initial vow of poverty, causing a sort of intolerance towards these proud and greedy knights, as the English chronicler Matthew Paris defined them, to germinate in public opinion. A fertile ground on which the accusations and slanders spread by the agents provocateurs of the King of France Philip the Fair, who was not a friend of the Templars, would have easily taken hold. If you liked this video story, click like. If you can, share it on your social networks. Also, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel, History and Art Secrets, to stay up to date on new releases. Thank you. Welcome to